Well, hello everybody. I am at a crazy show right now. That's about to close. It's a hardware show. And I'm not gonna lie, I snuck right in. Look at that, those are the totes you see at Home Depot. American Plastics. Because I'm here for the Amusement Expo. And I'm telling you, every tool, everything you could want that you would buy in a hardware store is here. I mean, Christmas lights. And I've been walking around a little bit. Look at that pepper spray. This show is gigantic. But look at this over here. Inflatables. Christmas and Halloween. So I'm guessing these are new horror inflatables for hardware stores. Oh, there's a little wizard. Look at all this. Goodyear. Bicycles. And the show's called NHS. You see up there? NHS. Scooters, barbecue pits, tools, camping equipment. I can tell you right now, there is zero chance that I'm going to get through the whole show to show you this thing. Look, there's hoists. I need one of those right now. Pottery. Look at those barbecue pits. That's crazy. And they have tools. I mean, you name it. And they have it. Bug sprayers. Stuff to melt the driveway. Zip ties. Look at this zip tie. They call it cable ties. That's a long one. Concrete mixers. Grinders. You know what those are used for? To cut trees down really tall. Chicken coops. I mean, hammocks. I just want to say that I like trade shows. I like going to them. I like walking around. Look at all the shovels. Tools galore. I like going to trade shows that I've never been to. Because you never know when you're going to see something that you've never seen before. You're going to learn about a product that you didn't know anything about. Look at all the garden stuff. So anything and everything that you would need for a hardware store is right here. I wonder if that means that if you didn't have a hardware store and you came here, could you buy stuff? And look, there's trampolines over there. Because a lot of people that run hardware stores now, they sell more stuff because they sell it online. They say, you can order it off our website. So they don't carry them. You scan something and you place an order from your phone. And they have that all over stores now. Holy cow. Everything. Now there is a lot. And see this guy right here? People are buying the stuff and taking it with them. It's crazy. There is a lot of Chinese, Taiwan, Vietnamese, companies here because they do a lot of the manufacturing. There's a bunch of fans over there, pumps. But you know, one of the things that would be cool about really walking this show is learning about new tools. Look at all these. Look at those carabines. Holy smokes. Those are huge. There's a company that sells wheels. Wow. Solar panels. To my left, you didn't see it. Look at that. Axes, machetes, knives, shovels. I'm going to tell you something. When you're in Orlando or you're in Las Vegas, there's a company selling hinges. And you're there for a specific show. Look, flashlights. What does it hurt to walk over to the convention center and see, hey, what show's going on here? You know, because I can tell you this show's going on. The amusement expo's going on. And then right when the amusement expo ends, another show will start. The pizza expo, the bar nightclub show. All of those shows are coming up after. And it kind of sucks because there's generators. It kind of sucks because I was able to go to those shows and video them, record them, whatever you want to call it. Light bulbs. Charging station down there. Look at that. Look at all these fans. So I was able to double dip. I was able to, excuse me. Look at that, outlets. I was able to double dip. Because, well look, Flex Seal's got a booth here. Look, you come up and talk to the guy that's in all the commercials. This guy right here. And you probably get a lot of free samples. But anyway, what I was going to say was if you're in Las Vegas and you're going to come to a trade show, let's say you're going for a specific trade show. Okay. Look at this. And you're coming for a very specific trade show. These companies, I mean, there's something for everybody here. And you're in Las Vegas, they host so many trade shows. And they also host them over in Mandalay Bay, because that's a big trade show facility as well. Why not find out what's going on in the Mandalay Bay right now? And there's two sides to the big Las Vegas Convention Center. You got to go to both sides, find out. And then when I found out, oh, there's a hardware store show, why not? Look, there's Caterpillar. And then you can see all the products they sell. There's a engine lift. Man, look at all this stuff. I wish that I had more time. And I wish I would have gotten here a little sooner. Look at them jacks. Holy cow, they're going to lift up a truck with some of them. Big generators over there. Dog houses, look at that. More generators. I wish I would have come sooner because I would have liked to walk the show. But I did sneak in, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't that hard.
I should. I haven't.
I will tell you this, though. The first time I tried to get in, I got denied. That almost never happens to me. So I had to go try another entrance. And I learned from the mistake the first time. I tried something different the second time, and I got in. Look at all these tools. There's a company from India. There's all kinds of like little barbecue pits. People selling all kinds of products here. And there's companies from all over the world. Look at that. Tool belts. Now that's really weird that there would be an India tool belt company, because they really don't believe in killing cows. Where are they getting the leather? Just saying. Just saying. There's a company that sells handles. Lots and lots of handles. Barbecue pits. Man, I really wish I could have walked this show. I can tell you that there's a lot to be learned from walking a trade show. Whether or not you thought about going to it or not, it doesn't matter. I like walking trade shows. It's one of my favorite things to do. And when I go to another town, I always look up their convention center to see what's going on in that city. Is there a trade show there? You know, the only place I don't do that is St. Louis. That's weird, right? They really don't have them posted correctly. Otherwise, I'd look and see and possibly go. Why wouldn't I? It's so much fun to go to convention or trade shows. Look at these fire pits. Rescue, smarter pest control. I mean, there's everything here. You name it, it's here. You know, the only trade show that I don't like going to, believe it or not, look at the little dog with the dog bowls. Isn't that cute? I don't like going to Transworld, believe it or not. Now look at this. I guess this fertilizer, I don't know, so I guess for a pool? I saw them like in the yard and I'm like, huh? But no, it's for your pool. They have everything. No, I don't like going to Transworld actually. Be honest, it's not that I don't like the trade show. It's you know, people know who you are, and when you're trying to make a video and just kind of like see everything, it's fun to kind of just be left alone. And I'll tell you another reason why I don't like it. Because you've already seen it. You know, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's because that's the business you're in. Sure, I get it. But for me, somebody who really does enjoy going to trade shows, I like seeing ones I have never seen before, because you never know what you're going to run into. You never know what you're going to see. And when you go to a show that you've already been there 100 times, your expectations are different. And by the way, I'm not picking on Transworld Show. I don't really have that much fun walking around at IAPA either. I mean, I've done it 25, 28 times. You get what I'm saying? And there might be one thing here, one thing there that's different. Most of the time it's hard to pick that stuff out. It really is. But whenever you come to a show like this, you don't know what you're going to see. That's the fun part. So it's not that Transworld and stuff like that isn't fun, or IAP isn't fun. Hell yeah, IAP is fun. There's all kinds of stuff to do there. And I can tell you it's more fun to go as a buyer than a vendor, because you can just kind of go and do it. and be left alone. And that to me is more fun than, you know, just kind of like, hey, I've been here 100 times. I'm not expecting to see anything new. But you never know. You know, there's another water park slide. There's another roller coaster track. By the way, look at that. That looks very 80s. Doesn't it? Look, there's a dog. A little dog shelter for him to sleep on. I mean, yeah, this show's kind of fun and interesting. And I walked it. Got in here with 15 minutes left. I didn't turn my camera on right away. I should have, though. But it is what it is. Look, camping equipment. So as a haunt owner, or an attraction owner, because I have escape rooms as well, yeah, Transworld's a great show for me. As is IAPA. But it's more fun for me just to kind of incognito go to a show where you can just kind of walk around and explore. It's almost like being in a haystack, and there's stuff in the hay. You just got to dig around. It's fun. And right now, I'm not really soaking anything up because I'm just kind of walking around seeing like what all's here. But here's what the show's called. NHS. And even though we didn't really stop at any booths or anything, you watch this video, you can kind of get an idea of what a show like this would be, a hardware show. Now you have at least an idea of what that would be like. Right? What would a hardware show be like? Well, now you've seen it. Now we didn't walk up every down aisle, but we walked up enough to give you an idea of what's going on here. So there you have it. So if you're ever in Las Vegas and you want to come to a show like this, you can. And I'll also tell you that I have been to so many trade shows now. I went to a travel show. I went to so many shows, it's ridiculous now. And I've been to a lot of shows in this very convention center. They have a Barrett-Jackson auction here, in fact, and I went to it. This convention center is off the Richter scale, insane. It puts Orlando to shame. This is probably by far the best convention center in the United States, for sure, for sure. Look at this. Is that crazy? Look at it. And it's under constant renovation. They're renovating it as we speak. They're renovating the older side, the original side, to make it blend in with this side. You know, it's an interesting question if Transworld would do well here in Las Vegas. I don't think the vendors would want it in Las Vegas. I don't think Transworld would want it in Las Vegas. You wouldn't be able to have any events. Your costume balls, your HAA show. They do a fundraiser there. Who's going to go to that in Las Vegas? And look at that. You step out, and what do you see? Right there, the sphere. Then they got the big wheel over there. I mean, I'm being dead serious. If Transworld was here, or let's say it was in Orlando, who would go to a haunted house association banquet? I can tell you, pretty much nobody. Okay? Because if I'm in Las Vegas, people are going to do what? They're going to go to events, and they're going to go to attractions, they're going to go to fancy dinners. They might go to a show. They might go to that sphere. There might be a concert in town. Who knows? You're competing against everything. So if you're trying to keep the attention, 100% keep the attention of the people coming to the convention, then you can't come to a place like this. You just can't. But I think if you're a hardware trade show, you absolutely can, because it probably would bring more people. But I think for Transworld, it would have the opposite effect, and it would also increase the price by a ton. So anyway, just wanted to share this video. Hopefully you had an interesting walk with me, and we'll see you again really soon. And there's the win right there. Man, look at this. And you know, this is a good time for trade shows in Las Vegas, because it's cool, actually. It's very cool. But pretty soon it'll be so hot you can't take it. Anyway, everybody, have a great day. Happy haunting, and we'll see you again real soon.